And hell, that motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Saying my burping and saying amen all in the same breath.
Well, shout out to you. Well, shout out to your friend.
But other than that, I ain't got nothing else. The last couple of times I spoke, especially that last one with the sisters, the pregnant sisters,
Mm-hmm.
I know I was overcome, but I had to speak what was in my heart.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah, I knew that was going to be an overwhelming topic or a triggering topic for the women in the chat, especially the women who were parents, who are mothers.
well, I tell you, I couldn't even watch the replay. I was that upset. I just,
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? I had thought about clipping that and uploading that as a separate video, but then I realized I was going to do it until you came up. And then I realized I didn't want to re-traumatize you or any of the ladies in the chat by uploading that as a separate video and then be like, oh God, now I gotta see it, but just that alone.
well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Because it was very traumatic,
Yeah.
this witnessing those videos.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, other than that, I have no complaints. Came home Wednesday afternoon, and I'm still in my pajamas, sitting on my recliner.
Mm-hmm.
So you be
Nice.
blessed, baby, as always.
You too.
Bye bye.
All right, shout out to Miss Nisi for coming on up. Next up, we got Joseph. What's going on?
Salute, Taurean. Salute to the chat room. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
With what you just said, pertaining to yourself, Afro Elite and Black Alpha Network.
And also, let me I forgot to mention them, but let me throw KG in there as well.
Okay. I was gonna say, good things come in threes. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
first listened to like the New Black Media, there was Tariq, Jason Black, and Professor Black Truth.
Mm-hmm.
They were like more so for like Gen X, even though the audience growing is like millennials and Gen Z and
Mm-hmm.
younger.
Yeah.
I would say you, Black Alpha, Afro Elite, and KG are like the bridge for the millennials, Gen Z, and younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I really appreciate y'all for doing what it is y'all do for the new Black media, keeping us, the audience, engaged. Which segues to my first topic. Cat Williams said it best. He said 2024 was going to be the year all lives will be exposed.
Mm-hmm.
He should have said, this is the beginning of the era of exposure because 2025 exposed so many things from every ethnicity, every walk of life, even in our circles, which I'm going to be honest. When I saw Jason Black's video last week, and I saw James Smalls on like the capture, I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Wait a minute, what happened now?" And as I was listening to it, I was saying, "This got to be an old video. This got to be an old video." And then I looked at the date. I was like, "Wow!"
Yeah.
And
It's
it, it
crazy. It's wild out here.
and as I was listening to it, I was like, "Wow." I'm not gonna say because that saying is almost a cop out. Is like sometimes it means your own fault. It's like no, it really piggies back to what Professor Black Truth said a while ago, saying you have people on this journey of Black empowerment, and sometimes you have people that can only go as far as they can,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they can't go no further than where they are. I'm just paraphrasing. And he says sometimes appreciate their contribution, but sometimes you got to leave them where they at.
Exactly.
And when I saw Black Alpha Network's breakdown of that situation, I was like, oh, it really is history repeating itself. During this,
It's almost like one endless cycle. It's almost like you think that it's going to stop or it's going to end, but it actually doesn't. It eventually finds its way back.
Yeah, and after hearing like because I saw the playback of Black Alfred Networks Live on like, his breakdown of the whole James Small situation. And it's like, you know what? This is why whenever we have like a grassroots movement, we gotta stay vigilant and stay ready because it's like anytime and this is what's crazy. To those who are coming out, some of the elders who camouflage themselves as elders telling the younger what to do, we are actually following their directions and taking their advice.
Exactly.
What's sad is you would think that because normally when I'll use an example for like family. When you do something right, like when you do your chores for like your mom and dad, right? They're proud of you. They reward you. Go out to eat, go to the movies, this, that, and the third. They actually show their approval, their pride, their esteem of you when you do something right, when you do something they approve of for the sake of bettering yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I have never, and 2026 is going to approach my 10 years of like following the new Black media, so I'm happy for that. But this whole time, I have never seen in my lifetime so many of us actually follow the advice of those seasoned, and we get this much pushback.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes me wonder what the civil rights movement actually looked like through the eyes of those who witnessed it and participated with some of the thought leaders of that time.
I think the only way you'd be able to find out is you would actually have to talk to somebody who was actually there and experienced it for themselves, and hopefully they don't leave anything out.
Yeah, but usually when you think you found everything, there's always a piece left out. But anyway, I'm for, this era of exposure. So, a slate needs to be clean in order for us to like continue to have this successful momentum in the delineation movement, which ultimately leads to us continually being empowered.
Exactly.
The foundational Black American community as a whole, and through extension, the diaspora, who isn't subscribed to the anti-Blackness, but that's another topic in and of itself. My second topic is a tweet you posted a while ago, and it was pertaining to next year.
What tweet?
And the tweet you said, I could see some people calling in sick
Oh,
because of Grand Theft Auto 6 and
yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say add
I,
double oh
and you know,
007.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say add 007 First Light to that list too, because
That game does look fire. It really does. And then when I found out that the developers who did Hitman did that game, I looked at it. I said, "Yep, I can see the inspiration because it does got that Hitman look to it."
and the Hitman feel to it.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Those three games are gonna cover each season
Yeah,
because you
because you
got
got that spring. That's like spring. Unfortunately, they delayed GTA 6 to the fall to November. So that
what?
was
Yeah,
going. Yeah, you didn't know that?
no.
Yeah, they delayed it. They delayed it to November because I
Wow.
know it was supposed to come out in May. That's why when you had said about like the summer, I said, "Oh yeah, it was supposed to come out at like Memorial Day weekend." But they delayed it, so now it's coming out in the fall. And I think Wolverine is supposed to still come out like in early fall, whereas GTA 6 is coming out late fall, which I wish they didn't do because then it would have been enough space between each game. But now you got Wolverine and GTA 6 coming out while not too close to each other, but they're close to each other. Like you're talking about a month and a half apart from each other.
Yeah, that is
But you
crazy.
know what? That ain't gonna stop me.
Hey, I'm right in there with you. Oh, speaking of which, there is a game that might hold the summer down, and that is Avatar Legends, the fighting game, which is based off the Avatar, The Last Airbender anime and The Legend of Korra. So that's gonna come out this summer.